Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It is your boy Filthy TV or Johnny, and I'm giving you guys another video here on some squad gameplay. Now in today's video we're going to be doing a new type of video that you're going to be seeing. It's going to be something that I'm going to be calling story time, and of course, if you couldn't tell, the videos are going to be about some stories about times in my life. Now in the first video of this series, it's going to be my very first job. Now, I got my first legal job once I first could get it, which is the age of 16 here in Chicago. I applied for a bunch of jobs. Didn't really matter what I got. I just wanted a job. You know, I did have a job before, not like a real job, but I kind of just worked with my dad sometimes in the winter time, shoveling snow for like rich white people, basically. And, you know, it paid really good. It was $25 an hour that I got. And, you know, being a 14-year-old, that sounds really good. And even now at the age of 20, that still sounds pretty good. So it was a lot of work, but it did pay off. It was a cash pay, so I didn't have to go through any taxes. Not that the government needs to know anything about that, but you know. So now let's start talking about my first legal job at the age of 16, which is Domino's Pizza. Like I said earlier, I applied for a bunch of jobs, and this was literally the only job that called me back. So I came in for that interview, and I literally just got hired right at the spot at the interview, which was pretty great, being my first job and first interview. Now, I know I'm gonna have comments saying it's just Domino's, it's a minimum wage job, it's okay. But I'm at age 16 and it's the first job, so it was a really big accomplishment as I'm going into, you know, being more independent, making my own money, you know, spending my money where I want, and, you know, not having to rely on my parents so much to, like, buy me stuff. Which they, in fact, still did buy me stuff, which is great, and I always will appreciate it. So now let's get back to, like, my first day of training. It was a hectic day. I believe I did start on a Friday, which is actually, if you do not know, almost like one of the busiest weekend days for pizza deliveries and carryouts and all of that. Being my first job, you know, I was pretty nervous my first day. Definitely wasn't sure what's gonna happen. Wasn't sure who's there. I don't know anybody. It's a whole new environment that I'm be going into, and it's something I didn't really enjoy doing. Wasn't really ever a fan of a new environment. But luckily, I did get a set of people that I did enjoy working with, so the environment itself wasn't something that I had a hard time adjusting to. So going through training and all of that, it was pretty simple for me, so I had no problem with any of it. So I did stay at this job for around a year, almost exactly. So I did have quite an experience here at Domino's. Having a year at a job, you do experience a lot of customers and a lot of things happening at the workplace. Man, oh man, let me tell you about the customers that we had. I've probably never had such disgusting customers than I ever had than it was at Domino's. But a great thing about working at Domino's is I did have a manager which did defend us, and of course she did not mind if we defended ourselves against these nasty customers. There was this one time in which I was closing. Closing was something I usually did and still do to this point working at my current job, but that's besides the point. Anyways, so this is towards the end of our shift, so at some point we do shut off carry out orders and we only do deliveries. Now the reason that we do this is because of reasons of security, because at that time of the night towards closing, the managers do take out like monies from the register and all that and move them and such. So it is like a liability type of thing, like, you know, making sure it's all good and secure, and it's also keeping in mind that the neighborhood that my Domino's was located in, it wasn't such a safe neighborhood, you know. So now back to that customer that I was talking about. So essentially I had this customer come in saying that she ordered this pizza for carryout and that there was a pizza like in the middle of the pizza box. There's literally a hole in it, okay? It's literally cut up in the middle with the whole slice missing as well, okay? And she's claiming that one of us did that and gave her the box like that. And that person that gave her the box was me. And keep in mind, I know there is no hole in that box, because how would I not notice a hole missing from the box and a whole slice from inside as well? This customer is beyond crazy, and she's really believes that we did it. She said her husband picked it up, that it was given to her like that. So I don't know what happened between her husband picking it up and him going home, because we did not give that pizza with a hole. And now at this point, this customer is yelling at me saying she wants a refund of her money and that she wants to speak to the manager and all of this stuff, right? So my manager, of course, comes and helps me up in the front to deal with this customer. So the customer is now yelling at my manager, and my manager, trust me, had a really long day and did not want to deal with her bullshit. Next thing's next, the customer did something that she probably is gonna regret. And she did regret that, trust me. Customer decided to throw her box of pizza to my manager. And from there, you can probably predict what's happening next. She's gonna be thrown out that store so, hard. And it didn't end there. She still had the audacity to wait outside of the door and just scream for no reason. Of course, the police came eventually, and she was gone before then. These customers get crazier and crazy every single day I work there. We've also had customers that ordered such insane pizzas for no reason. This one time I remember that we had a customer order from an online order, and he ordered every single topping. Please keep in mind that Domino's has a lot of toppings. From the top of my head that I can remember, pepperoni, sausage, chicken, bacon, spinach, mushroom, black olives, onions, red onion. You have all the peppers, all those cheeses. There's a bunch of ingredients in that pizza. And do you have any idea how heavy that pizza was? And also, it wasn't a regular crusted pizza. It was a thin crust pizza. It was very, very fragile. And guess what? It turns out once that pizza was delivered, it was never verified by somebody at our store. So when the delivery driver went to that address that they gave, nobody picked up, and that phone number didn't get picked up either. So this job definitely came with a lot of frustrations. There's definitely a lot more funny stories that I have about working here. I'll definitely make another video about it. But for now, I think this is going to be the video for today. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Again, if you do enjoy this story time series that I am starting, please let me know in the comments below. Anyways, this has been Filthy TV or Johnny, and I'll see you guys later.